Not loud.
Guess what? Guess what? He's a teenager now.
No!
Luisito.
No!
Luis. Now it's Luis. Luis.
Yep.
That's right.
Yep.
Teenager. Si les mira, yo ya tengo el bigotote.
Are you sure this is not the frosting? Because we can like eat that off.
See, my brother and I have a 3 years age difference. His birthday's in July, while mine's in January. Even still, it was a lot to take in. For my brother to actually finally reach the teen years, it was a huge accomplishment because, like any other family member, they would want their kid to grow up strong and healthy and to keep getting more birthdays, to keep growing older, to keep going up to those numbers and become 15-year-olds, 16-year-olds, 17-year-olds, 18-year-olds, 19-year-olds until they're 20 or even longer. But for my brother, it meant a lot more to us because throughout his childhood, there'd be moments where we would be at the dinner table or just having a lunch between family, and there would be occasions where he would say, "School is okay, but I don't have any friends." And for an older sister of 3 years, yeah, I would feel like it should be my responsibility because I want to take care of him. I wanted him to be happy. But because of those 3 years, I've only been able to be with him in elementary and only 1 year in high school. And being a middle schooler for him was okay, I guess. He never really spoke much about school or anything, but he'd never really had friends besides the younger kids that were around the neighborhood of the house that we were living at the moment. He never really had any real other interests to show other people about. Like, he was really into Minecraft when he was 12, 13. But my brother was really smart. He didn't mean any harm. He was really good with Legos. He had a very vivid imagination. Like, out of both of us, he probably still kept his imagination even though he was growing up to be very mature. To be a 17-year-old to come back to find out that my brother still has a vivid imagination, that it makes our mornings to walk to the bus interesting. It hurts to think that they're gone. I never really noticed how much my brother knew me as a person until I got back. And when I got back from my exchange and then my room was turtleified, like, it was bombarded with Ninja Turtle things because I had a Ninja Turtle hype at the time. And he knew me best. He knew that I liked the Ninja Turtles. He knew that I liked a certain drink. He knew what I would like in my Subway sandwich from start to finish. He would know what time I would wake up. He would know how long it would take me to take a shower. He'd know me best. He's also helped me so much. Not only me, but to my mother. When I was gone on exchange, that was a whole year of me being gone. When all of my 16 years, I've always been with my mom and my brother, and occasionally my father. But for me to leave a year and to have so many things happen within that year, or when my mom would want me to come home, I wouldn't be able to. But for her to have my brother with her was great. Because a lot of things happened in that year. And I would like to sit here and talk through hours and hours of what happened step by step of the year of my exchange and how everything started to happen, but I can't because that's not what you're here for. That's not what I would like to let you know. I just want to tell people about my brother because he's someone that was very important to me. My awesome fam. As is any other person with a certain family member, they would want them to remember their family member some way or another, even though they had no legit connection to anybody else outside from the family, you know? I know that I'm not the only one who lost a family member. I know that there's other ones who have it worse than me. Other people probably are in foster care. Other ones were probably abandoned. Other ones that were even probably dead before they even were able to open their eyes on the day they were born. Other people probably don't have enough to eat. Other people don't have a house to stay in. Other people didn't even have a freaking house to call their own, or pets, or anything. And only because this accident happened to me, it shouldn't mean that other people should be sorry for me. I'm not saying that, and I'm not doing this for that reason. I'm only doing this because I want my brother to be remembered. I want him to at least be known by people so he doesn't pass away. I don't want him to just be a memory. I just want him to be someone that could have had, someone who could have had a great future, a great life, who could have grown up, who could probably go after his dreams, because he knew what he wanted to be since he was little. And compared to me, I had no freaking idea. I still don't have a freaking idea. And after all the years of me living, I never realized how much of a chance he had more than me. Yes, he was a younger brother, but he knew when to grow up and be there when he needed to. He helped take care of my mom when I was gone. And it was such a heavy responsibility, because I know it isn't easy, because in my family there's a lot of hiccups like any other. Others have it worse. But my brother was too young. He was about to turn 15. He passed away 3 to 4 days before his birthday. Yeah, he grew up body-wise. Yeah, he was taller than me by like a couple inches, but even still. He was so close to finishing freshman year. He finally made friends when he came to high school. He was able to hang out with more other people who had the same interests, whether it was with Minecraft or Five Nights at Freddy's or Markiplier or YouTubers or anything else. He finally started to live. After so much ridicule and awkwardness of being young and being a kid, he was starting to live. He could have had so many good things come his way. He had awesome friends that would play with him, that would ask him to come over to his house for sleepovers and stuff. He was actually starting to live a good childhood, a really late childhood, but even so, it was one that he could call his own. He was just starting. He was starting to find out who he truly was, how he was as a person. There were so many things left undone, and for him to be gone at such a young age, it just hurts. I've always feared death, but I never thought that my brother would be the first person to go before me. I would have thought that he would have passed away when it was right, not when he was about to start living. He was too young. He shouldn't have left. He shouldn't have passed away. He shouldn't have. There's a whole bunch of shouldn'ts, but there's nothing that I could have done. It's painful to have 3 caskets before you. It hurts even more if it's people that you've lived with, that you went to bed with, that you said goodnight, that you said good morning, that you had meals with, that you grew up with. It hurts. Because of the internet, because of finding similar interests, because of finding friends he was finally able to live. After so long, he was genuinely happy. I just don't want him to be forgotten. It still recently happened, that's why it still hurts. That's why I am so emotional about it. But the only reason why I don't go out every single day, why I don't tell people every single day, hey, my name is blah 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 blah, and like, the majority of my family died earlier this year. I don't go up to people and tell them that because I don't want my problems to become theirs. It shouldn't be. And it shouldn't be a reason for people to give me sympathy or to be my friend. And I'm not doing this for attention. I'm not doing this for exposure. I'm not doing this because I want people to see that I'm sad. I'm doing this because I miss them so much. And they meant so much to me. Like anybody else who lost someone, who don't see anybody anymore, who can't hear them, who can't see them, and who can't feel them anymore. Everyone has their own different beliefs. But because I'm so open to other things, I'm just hoping that even if someone, somewhere, other people besides me take into consideration other people that they've never met before, I hope that they become good people. I hope that they're nice people who are genuinely nice and who want to improve themselves by being nice to other people, by being inclusive, by not ridiculing someone because they're weird or anything. Or just someone just being complete dicks and taking a Snapchat picture of someone behind their heads and then writing down freaking dick signs or something around it. That's not what we need right now. That's not what anybody needs. Everybody deserves a happy life. Nobody deserves to be ridiculed. Nobody deserves to be bullied. Nobody deserves to be freaking called names, being excluded. Everybody needs to smile. Everyone needs to laugh. Everybody needs to be with people. Everybody needs someone or something to get them through the day. It's hard when they're not here anymore. The sports that he liked, the places we've been, the events, the community services that me and my brother have, his first pet dog that was actually loyal to him, my family. The times when he got hurt when he was running. The times when he actually had a pet cat and he was taking a selfie because he finally got a cell phone. The times when he was spending the holidays with my mom when I wasn't there. The times when they went to go eat when I wasn't there. When he was young and he was still in elementary school. When he was going to middle school. When he was finally growing up and was being very social with people. Before I left. And the day before that, and the year before that. That whole time he was there and he just started to have friends. He was finally getting out. He was very passionate about dancing. He was a good dancer and he would just dance like nobody was watching. He was finally living. He was finding out what kind of hairstyle he liked. He was finding out which favorite character he liked, which was FYI Foxy. Movie theaters, knowing of songs, knowing of holidays, knowing of love. Visiting people who matter so much to us. And just being together as a family. Just him being him. Him being my brother. And I never want to forget him. I never want to forget him. And I don't want anybody else to be treated so badly. I made a promise that I was going to start living not only for me, but hoping that they could live through me. Because as far as I'm concerned, he shouldn't have left. I just hope that when I hugged Mark, I just hope Elise felt it too.